Your students are asking you about nebulizing or steaming and which one's better because they want to give it a shot before their next performance. And you're like, I'm not sure I actually know which one is better. Are they the same? What do they do? Let's go over the risks and benefits of both so that you can have a more educated discussion with them about their options. First, steaming specifically has been shown to reduce vocal roughness and hoarseness. Boil down into something really simple. That's going to give us more harmonics. Harmonics are what we perceive as the pitch itself against other noise, like breathiness, for example. Steaming is also going to thin out that layer of mucus so that it becomes a little less sticky and a little more slippery. You want slippery. It's going to reduce tension and increase flexibility of the muscles throughout the vocal tract, including the vocal folds. And you don't have the added risk of inhaling any bacteria or foreign particles all the way into your lungs, as the steam particles are too big to make it to your lungs. The risks of steaming: there's a heat component involved. In order to get that water to steam, it also has to be boiled. And if we spill that, there's that risk of scalding your own skin, but also research shows that due to that heat component, you might wind up being at higher risk for vocal fold hemorrhage if you go into high intensity singing right after you steam. So if you're gonna steam, wait 30 minutes. Nebulizing, on the other hand, has been shown to lower PTP. PTP is your phonation threshold pressure level, or the threshold of pressure required to send your vocal folds into phonation, or just start them into making noise. We want this number as low as possible, so that's a win. When we're singing with a lower PTP, everything gets easier, including high stuff, belty stuff. The more intense things also have a reduced effort level involved. There's also no heat component here, so you don't need the water to be boiled. You don't need an outlet to plug it into or any of those extra things. There's also no risk of scalding yourself. What are the risks of nebulizing, or at least the things we should take into consideration? 1, tap water alone is not it. You're gonna instead need 0.9% sterile saline solution. Why? I give you a metaphor. What happens when you try to rinse your contacts with just tap water? It feels like dry and gritty and sticky with like no slip to be flexible in any way, shape, or form. Now compare that to when you use saline solution for your contacts. They're softer, less gritty, more slippery, we could say. Now take that metaphor and apply it to your vocal folds. I don't know about you, but I don't want that gritty thing happening. Even without my lovely little metaphor, the research shows that only 0.9% sterile saline solution has been proven to lower phonation threshold pressure. If you're using tap water, you're not only wasting your time, but you might be doing more harm than good. The last risk is due to the nature of a nebulizer. It breaks down particles into these teeny, tiny sized things that can reach our lungs. So if your nebulizer is not clean, there's a good chance you're taking in foreign particles and bacteria all the way into your lungs. It's suggested that you rinse your nebulizer after each use, wash it daily, and boil it weekly. So which should we use when? I reach for a nebulizer when I'm looking to reduce overall vocal effort and when I'm looking for ease and convenience, because I don't have to take a heating component with me. I can literally just sit there in the car. Steaming, on the other hand, is more of a luxury for me. I reach for this when I'm home after a long day of teaching and I'm experiencing maybe a little bit of vocal fatigue or roughness and muscle tension. Ooh, does that steaming feel good on those days? What's your experience? What have you noticed? Let me know in the comments.